Hi guys, welcome to part 3 of the video. On this video we'll be going to be removing internal furniture like seat bases and wall cupboard and the narrow cupboard which holds the table. Hopefully towards the end of the video we can show you where I'll be removing the wall boards and the wall framework, the battens inside the wall, and hopefully we can remove the ceiling too. And we can see some more of the damage where the ceiling and the roof have leaked, mainly due to the roof strap which joins the aluminium outer skin to the rear plastic part of the roof as well. So moving on, I've been making a bit of progress off camera. I've stripped all this wallboard off here now and taken all the insulation off, and I've worked right the way back to the back wall of the shower. As you can see, I've still got more plywood and insulation to remove. It's a long, tedious job with a sharp chisel, being careful not to damage the aluminium outside. The next step is now I'm going to move in the other side of this wall, which is the back out here into the main part, and it's this cupboard here. This is the small cupboard we use to store the tables and things. Inside is quite bad. A lot of water have run down the inside of this wall. That's the wall continuing from the toilet. So I'm going to remove this cupboard, the whole thing, and then we can start working our way down this end. Then hopefully I can put new timbers in the full length is the plan, so give us some strength. Then the next step then it'll be to remove these ceiling boards and this wall cupboard here. Going to be removing it because it's covering part of that ceiling board I want to take out. I've had to saw these two shelves in half, which is just plywood, it can be replaced anyway. The reason why is this is screws. The screws that hold it in place, you can see them there, they're corroded. The next job is I'm going to be drilling out those rivets at the back. They're the rivets that hold the brackets to the wood panels. So just bear with me. So that cupboard is out now, all nice and clear, and you can see the light shining through from the toilet in the corner there. The next job now is to remove this side dinette. I've taken all the cushions off and I've removed some of the screws already for the bunk bed. It'll be the screws you can't see where it folds down, like this bracket here. It's got 2 screws in it. I think I've removed that one already. There's another one behind's got to be removed. The same up there, I've removed the screw from behind this bracket where it falls down, so I can just access that one now and it doesn't fall down on me. The reason I'm removing all this is because I have found a bit more from the wheel arch. It's just going further down now. Job's getting bigger than what I anticipated, but it's got to be done before I give up. So I've started to remove these side dinette seat bases now. As you can see, I've drilled out drilled out the rivets. There's quite a lot of them. They're all around the base and the top. Down there as well. This is the wall I found with more rot in the panels. Still got to remove this base. What I plan to do now is cut along the top of this, just along there now, and replace the board in the bottom half. It's all pretty solid around the window. These are just stains from where the water been running down. My plan is to repaper with the correct paper afterwards too. So that's all the seat bases removed now, both sides, and there's the bad wall and around the window. The next job now is to remove these cupboards, the whole 4 of them. It's a few days later now, about 2 seconds for you guys, but I've been working off camera and I've cleared quite a lot of the old battens out of the wall now. As you can see, I've cut back the wall board, carefully removing it from the polystyrene insulation. The way to do that is to get a very sharp wallpaper scraper very close to the board, and you can pull back the board and cut the adhesive away from the polystyrene and the board, if you know what I mean. So this is one of the battens I've removed. There's a new one ready to go in now. It's been cut, ready to fit, 22mm. The width is wider than 22mm. I think it's more around the 25 mark. That's for this middle section rail here. The top one for the awning is exactly the same. As you can see, the screws for the awning are sticking through. I've left them in place for now. I've removed these screws from outside, ready to fit this new rail in. As for the roof, I've taken the rotten timbers out. Apart from the centre section, you can see where they come down both sides, and there's the centre section, and it gets good as it goes into the roof there, and it runs over to above the door. I've removed that timber there too, ready to make the new one to fit in. This one is going to run from here and into the toilet section, which I'll show you now. There we go. There's the coming in from the lounge there, right into the toilet section. This shelf I could not remove. I've removed the front bit of it, the pelmet part but if you look underneath, there is no fixings at all this side of the panel. All the fixings must be inside, between the ceiling and the wall. I've cleaned up all the aluminium ready to to put the adhesive on. The adhesive I'm going to be using today, if I can just come back over here, excuse the mess of the caravan. I'm storing all the bits, like the cupboards and everything is all stored in the caravan. The silicone I wanted to use, well, it's not silicone actually, it's a polymer, it's a hybrid, which is an adhesive and sealant all in one. It's non-toxic, it's got no solvents in it, so it's not going to destroy the polystyrene insulation, but it's Soudall, Fixall, it's crystal, this one is super clear, but the one I wanted was actually the Flexi, which is the same stuff apparently, just this is clear and the Flexi is either white or black. So that's the stuff to use. The way I removed these boards was to I draw a line with a straight edge right along them, and what I used to cut them then was an angle grinder, believe it or not. An angle grinder with a very thin blade. You can hold that steady and cut along nicely with this. It's the best way I found. You can actually cut through the ends of the battens as well. I don't know if you can see there, you can see the end of the batten there where it's good wood. You can be carefully go through there, but obviously not touching the aluminium skin. Some of you are probably wondering why I've removed the screws, but I've left the outside fittings on for now. The reason is I'm going to fit the battens in with the adhesive, and all the outside trims, including the awning rail. I'm going to do the same there on the awning rail one. I'll be going outside on a later date and totally removing all the outside fittings, and I'll be resealing them with the correct stuff. The stuff I'm going to use is something I've always used, and that is Seam Seal CV. This is a non-setting mastic for bedding all the outside fittings basically. Right, the next job is to put some of this adhesive onto the wooden batten. They reckon to put it on in long beads. Right, so the sealant is on there, sealant adhesive, and I'm going to start trying to guide it down now into the toilet. without touching the wall too soon. So there's the new batten sort of in place. I've got to go outside now and temporarily screw it. I should squeeze it all together. So this is what I've done outside, guys. I've pulled the strip out and I've removed the screws as I shown you for the inside. What I'm going to be doing now is just putting a pilot in. I've got my daughter inside who's going to push now. Just a little pilot, and then I can put the screws in. Push, Tiana. Okay, there's one. Do as tight as I can. I'm just going to drill another one out. Not too deep. It's just push, Tiana. Push right on the end in the corner by here. So those ones. Got one and the by here now, Sienna. You pushing?
Yeah.
Quite a lot of flex in there, isn't there, still? Right, two more, and we're done. Oh, I'm not sure if you're still in. Can you come into the other part now, Tiana?
Yeah.
Come into the side dinette and see the new wood, because you just pushed that for me. Is it pushed off?
I don't know.
Just push it in. Okay. I'll drill these two. Drill them two out. At the very beginning now it is, where it starts. you push on the wall. That's it, I can feel it. Okay. So that's one part of the framework fitted. Complete new batten in that wall. It's as I showed you before, it runs right round into the toilet area. I've gone right down inside. I don't know whether you can see that. There's enough room now in between this seal on the where the roof comes down, and there's a gap between that seal and the new batten, and that's ready to put the wallboard in. As you can see, it goes right the way through, and it's really tight fit. There's no movement at all, and already the wall is starting to stiffen up. If I take you back over the other side, I can show you how happy I am with this so far. As you can see, you can see that the old wallboard is proud now. So when the new wallboard goes in, it will just be totally flush. I don't know whether you can see that, but there's no lip at all. I will be using the wallpaper joiners, like a 20mm self-adhesive strip that goes down. It did show you on another part where it was. I've pulled it off now in places. Or you can use the plastic 2-part trim like they use on the ceiling, which is this stuff here. This is stuff you've got the back section, which you can staple 2 boards together, which they've done on the ceiling, and you only just basically push over the front section. It does stick out a little bit proud compared to the other type of stuff. There's the other stuff there. I don't know if you can see it in there. It's really flush, that stuff is. That's the self-adhesive tape, which you can get in the matching colours for the papers too. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Quite a lot of work has gone into it off camera as well, but I'll be trying to show you as much as I can in the forthcoming videos. Hopefully a part 4 will be out soon, and I'm going to start ordering some of the new panels and stuff now, so we can start fitting them after the battens and all the repairs have been done. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. See you next time.